Hey guys, so we are on the Jefferson's Quint 46 fire truck here, and it's almost Fire Prevention Week. We have an interview with our West Norton Fire Marshal and our paid firefighter from Jeffersonville Company.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, we're on the fire truck. We get to do that every day.
Yeah, you've got your breezes, the breeze on the fire truck.
Not even a breeze out here.
No, it's actually really hot, but
Yeah.
Brianna, Breezy, and Brianna.
Hi.
Hi.
So let's go check out that interview.
Hi, I'm Brianna here talking today with Mike Valio, Fire Marshal of West Norton Township, and Mike Santillo, paid firefighter of Jefferson Fire Company, talking about Fire Prevention Week. So, what is Fire Prevention Week?
Fire Prevention Week is a week-long series of visits to schools to educate children and the public of fire safety. We visit different schools through the district, surprise visits where we actually start off with a brief fire drill and inspection of the school, and then usually we'll do some education with the students to teach them a little bit about fire safety, things to do in an emergency, and also stuff that they can take back home with them to practice with the family.
Okay, and how long will it be?
The Fire Prevention Week runs the week, 7 days.
And when is it?
It is actually next week, believe it or not.
The dates?
Starts on, it usually encompasses October 9th as the second week in October.
Okay. And do you guys have a slogan for it?
We do. This year, it's the national slogan is Prevent Kitchen Fire for 2013.
That's great. How did it start?
The Fire Prevention Week actually started, it was established to commemorate the Great Chicago Fire in 1871, which killed more than 250 people in Chicago. They say, and theory is that the fire broke out after a cow owned by Mrs. Catherine O'Leary kicked over a lantern in a barn and set the whole city on fire.
Oh, wow. Is this worldwide, district-wide? Is this?
It's in the whole United States. The President of the United States signs a proclamation proclaiming a national observance during that week every year since 1925.
Oh, okay.
And the fire actually occurred back in October 8th, 1871. So that's why they usually use the date, the 8th or the 9th, whatever week that falls in.
Okay. Do you have anything planned for this upcoming week?
Yes, every year during Fire Prevention Week, we visit all our schools and also daycares to get the message out about safety and what to do during a fire drill. We make sure that their fire alarm systems work in their facilities. It's kind of a surprise. We don't let them know we're coming. So they can't prepare for anything, and that's what we want. We want to see them just as they are, so that if we find things, we can educate them and make sure that if we find any issues or problems safety-wise with the building, that we can get it corrected.
Right. And the other reason is as a surprise because we all know that fires and emergencies happen sporadically. They aren't timed.
Yes. So do you guys just reach out to schools or parents, guardians?
We reach out to everyone. Fire Prevention Week, usually, we do our fire drills in the schools and the daycares. Most of the area fire companies have fire prevention activities throughout the week. We'll be attending quite a number of them. I believe on Wednesday evening of next week, we'll be at the Upper Merion Township Fire Prevention Show, which is held, I believe, on Henderson Road at the old Gennardi's facility. And then I believe this Friday night, we're going to be attending, that's October 4th, we'll be attending Center Square's Fire Prevention Show out at Clemens, across from their station out on Route 202 and 73. It's also their 100th anniversary, so they're going to have a pretty spectacular event there with some fireworks afterwards.
That's cool.
So it's all about talking to families, kids, teaching people how to be safe, making sure that everybody knows a drill, your safe way out. You should always know 2 ways out because that first way that out of your house, if there's a fire, may be blocked, so you should always have a second route.
What do they do at these events held at Center Square?
They usually have a series of events to demonstrate to the public different things that the fire and emergency services do. They basically show off their equipment, things that are available to the public in emergencies, as far as the trucks and the equipment that they carry. Sometimes they'll actually, most times they do live demonstrations, whether it be some sort of fire and how they would suppress the fire, education on fire extinguishers, how they're to be used, useful things that families and their children can be educated on and help them in an emergency.
Why is this message so important to spread, especially to kids?
Well, fire is not a safe thing. You know, it's a very dangerous situation. It's nothing to play around with. You know, you just need to drive it home. Be safe. Make sure your family's safe. It's not fun. It's not a game.
Yes, of course. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, just once again, you know, you asked the question about, you know, what we will be doing at these demonstrations. I think one of the things that they're going to focus on this year are the kitchen fire, you know, demonstrations, teaching people how to put out a kitchen fire at your house if you have it. Remember something, you know, we don't need anybody being a hero, okay? Fire departments are trained. We train 52 weeks out of the year, and you would know that as one of our volunteers, and we appreciate that. So, you know, training is a big thing. When a fire happens, usually, you know, most people run out of the house, and the guys with the coats and the helmets and the air packs are the guys running in. So let the trained personnel take care of it. We don't need a hero. We don't need anybody hurt.
All right.
And you know, just one more thing, people and their families should always think safety, not just during Fire Prevention Week. You take the things you learn on Fire Prevention Week and you carry them out throughout the whole year. And if anybody ever has any questions, that week is a perfect time to reach out to your local fire company or ambulance squad, police department, with any questions you might have. And any other time, there's usually always somebody available at EMS and fire stations. You can just call there if you have questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. You know, the simplest question could be something that, you know, could end up saving your life. So,
One of the other things we drive home all the time too are smoke detectors. You know, smoke detectors save lives. You should check them once a month. You should change your batteries every 6 months. Every time you change a clock, change your battery. Smoke detectors, one should be placed on every floor of the house, including one in every bedroom,
Okay.
as a safety factor.
All right. Well, when is it, the Fire Prevention Week?
Fire
What were the
Prevention Week
dates?
is next week. It starts, I believe, it's the 7th, and it runs through the 11th.
All right. Well, thank you guys for being here today.
thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
I'm Brianna Kelly here talking with Mike Valio and Mike Santillo about Fire Prevention Week. Back to the Eagle's Eye.